Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Now recently I purchased the Sony A74. I've done one video on the A74. It is a fabulous camera. I love this camera. So pleased when I purchased it. I love it for its image quality. It has the 33 megapixel sensor, full frame sensor in here. So great for taking images if you need to crop them. It's got IBIS, so you can get down to quite slow shutter speeds. Very nice handling. It takes the Sony A7IV battery, so you've got a really good battery life if you're out taking photographs or video all day long. E-mount lenses, so there's a very wide range of lenses available for this particular mount, both made by Sony and made by other manufacturers. I, for example, have the Tamron 20 to 40 lens fitted to it. I tend to keep this lens on it pretty much all the time when I'm going out somewhere, because it goes from wide to short, well, standard, or just below standard. 50mm is pretty much classed as a standard portrait lens. Although I tend to use a 75mm for portraits, but standard lens is great. So it goes from wide to standard, and I think that is a really nice range, and it isn't heavy either. And it goes to f2.8 throughout the entire zoom range. So a great lens to complement the A74, and the image quality is great with this combination. The controls on it are lovely. There's multiple function buttons you can set up how you like. 3-inch articulating screen. Not my favourite for taking photographs, I have to be honest. I prefer the articulating screen for taking photographs, but I found when I was out in London, which I'm going to show you a few of the photographs here. I will leave a link to my Flickr page of sample images taken with the A74, and also my images that were taken in London. Now, these images were taken by my colleague Willow that took these images using the A74. I was using predominantly the Fuji X-T50, and she felt that the handling of the camera was great, the functions were great. The only thing that she did find right towards the end of the day, the camera was getting quite heavy, and that's quite understandable because this is quite a weight to carry around all day long. So I can kind of understand that. But she did enjoy the grip size and you know, the overall feel of the camera. She loved using this particular camera, and she has said we will be doing a podcast actually where she will explain herself what she feels about this camera. But the image quality that this camera produces is outstanding. I mean, 34 megapixels, as I say, is 33 megapixels is great for cropping your images. You get lovely sharpness, lovely clarity. It's just an all-round classic lens to use, classic camera to use. I say classic lens because the this lens is great for getting your wide shots and your short telephoto shots. You can see here it's a lovely wide shot, Paddington Station, but the clarity is absolutely phenomenal, you know. So yeah, great all-round lens to use when you are traveling, and a great all-round camera. Now you can see here Willow did have an attempt at slow shutter speeds, and it works out well because you get the movement of a train that shows movement, but you also get the sharpness of the buildings around it. So you know, it shows motion, it shows, you know, it's great. I love it. I think the effects works really well, and I just love you know, using this camera. I didn't find any downsides. Willow didn't find any real downsides other than the weight over a long period of time, but she did find that the one battery was pretty much 1.5 batteries she used for the entire day. So I think that's impressive. I was taking my Fuji X-T50 and I went through 3 batteries on my X-T50, and that was really annoying because it ran out when we got to Canary Wharf. I couldn't take any more photographs, so because I only had 3 batteries with me. So you don't need to take many batteries when you're going out for a full day with this particular camera. 2 batteries will get you through a full day easily, and 3 batteries is overkill. But if you want to take 3 batteries, that's great. As I say, the 3-inch articulating screen was handy, simply because you can, take high angle shots, you can take your low angle shots, very, very nice to use. And the fact it takes E-mount lenses is brilliant, because it's great. Now, also what Willow was using a great deal actually was the APS-C crop sensor mode in this particular camera. Because it has got the 33 megapixel sensor, you could actually use the, well, they call it the Super 35mm mode. I call it the APS-C crop mode. And we've pre-assigned a button on the camera to go into crop mode. So I've pre-assigned this button on the back here, on the D-pad, to be able to go into crop sensor mode. Then you've got a lens would actually be a 30 to 60. So you really are covering a really good range there. You're covering from 20 to 60 in one lens. And in APS-C mode on this particular camera, it still works fine for taking photographs, because you're still going to get 15 to 16 megapixel size files. So that's still absolutely ideal for cropping if you want to crop. But obviously 33 megapixels is better. You do lose the aesthetic of a full frame sensor by going into the Super 35mm mode. Bokeh isn't going to be so crisp, but it does enable you to get in tighter if you need to for those occasional photographs. And it works great for video. You still get that beautiful 4K video in crop sensor mode as you can in full frame mode. So very, very versatile. And I say Willow found that very versatile, taking these photographs in London. And it was a pleasure to use. So yeah, just wanted to do this quick video on using this camera for a whole day. There's another example of in low light. Works great in low light. You've got the movement of a train, but you've got the sharpness of the actual people sat there waiting for the train. So yeah, great combination, great camera. It'll be great for video. I plan to use this a lot for video. I have discovered the camera doesn't overheat. I've done a separate video on that. A lot of people seem to think the camera does overheat. I've not been able to get it to overheat, although I was using a Ulanzi fan during my test. I've got a tiny little Ulanzi fan that I use on the back of the camera. That literally just slots in, it's spring loaded. That just goes into the back of the camera. Let me just put that on, and then you'll see how that works. So that just literally fits on the back of the camera like that, and that helps to stop it from overheating. There's two modes, mode 1 and 2, so 2 different speed settings, and you can power this fan via USB-C continuously. So you're not going to worry about the fan running, the fan dying on you, because it runs for about 40 minutes before it needs recharging, because it has got a built-in battery. But I run it off a USB-C block, so I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, in my test, I've not been able to get the camera to overheat, and for me, works great. So it's a great hybrid tool. Great for video, great for stills. So yeah, that's a quick thought on using this camera for a whole day. Although I say it wasn't me, it was Willow that was using it. We will be doing a podcast and she will explain what she feels about it and some of the downsides, if there were any, but she came across with it. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Share this video if you think other people might find this video useful. That'd be great. So thanks very much. Cheers for now. Bye.